Welcome to another edition of Family Affairs with Reverend Dr. Mrs. Temitayo Felix-Owolabi, my mother. She's looking so beautiful and she's ready to discuss today. Mommy, you're welcome to the program once again.
Thank you.
How has your week been, ma?
Good.
I know you're always in the presence of the Lord, praying all of the time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, I need you to please come in and share this video. We are live and direct on the Triumph FM radio. This is the gospel radio in the beautiful, beautiful city of Baltimore. It is, of course, owned and run by Faith Triumph Ministries International, 5313 York Road, Baltimore, MD 21212. You're welcome to another wonderful edition of your Away program, Family Affairs, with your host, Reverend Dr. Mrs. Temitayo Felix-Owolabi. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we need you to please come in now. We need you to share this video and ask others to please come in, as we're going to be discussing something very interesting, something very important, something that can help our nation, something that can help families, something that can change the world. And that topic is called forgiveness. Forgiveness. The Reverend Mrs. Dr. Owolabi mentioned briefly the issue of forgiveness, and she promised that she's going to be dealing with forgiveness more today. And I'm sure I have some questions to ask, and I know for those of you out there, you equally have some questions to ask. So please, we are ready. Mommy, take it away.
Thank you, everybody. I want to thank God for another week that we are able to talk together as a family. Last week we started this discussion about the forgiveness.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yes. So we want to continue our discussion on forgiveness. Like we mentioned last week, that in a family, there is no way we will not offend one another. There is no way we can live together that there won't be one issue or the other. But no matter the issue, no matter the misunderstanding or disagreements, we still have to come back to agree and to forgive one another.
Yes, ma'am.
So, because when you look at all those disagreements that happens between husband and wife,
yes, ma'am,
you see that by the time you give it like 10, 15 minutes, you still come back. You know, then later on you look at it and say, I wish I did not say what I said before.
Yes, ma'am.
Or I didn't do what I did before.
Yes,
you know.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So it's a thing that we have to always put in our mind, that when the disagreement is going on between husband and wife, you already know that this thing, we're going to end it anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to forgive one another. So don't go too deep. Don't go too deeper in dealing with issue that will cause unhealing wound. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful. You see, some people, when they have misunderstanding, they think, oh, that will be the end. But you know right in your mind that, oh, I'm just pulling his leg. Oh, I'm just pulling her leg. So don't go too deep to create a wound that you won't be able to heal. So don't say something that you know that can hurt your opponent. I mean, your spouse. That each time he or she remember, it be like, I don't think I can. Even we get back together, but yes, you leave that doubt and mistrust there. You know, I've seen that before, and it's not a good thing that you want to really hurt your spouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially don't lie on your spouse when you are going through discussion or misunderstanding, and you want, because you want to make a point, because you want to be on top at that moment, and you now say something that is not true. You know, let me give you an example. Let's say you are pastor and wife have misunderstanding, and the husband now says to his wife, "Oh, you are the reason why people don't come to church. Oh, you are the reason why people are going away from the church." Knowingly that she's not, but you're just saying that to hurt her because you are going through issue now.
At that time,
you know, by the time you finish with the issue, that person, whether the man said it to his wife or the wife said it to the husband, will now begin to think beyond he or she is supposed to think.
I feel you, man.
That will now keep on affecting the performance and your way of helping in the ministries. I've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot, and it's not a good thing, because even when you settle that misunderstanding and you want to continue, and you remember that war, then you be like, there is no point in me even putting effort into
that thing,
because I've been putting effort, but my opponent is not actually appreciate, or he didn't see it. Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel you, man.
So that's why we really need to be careful what we say. Some people will say, "Oh, the issue we are going through now, maybe they are waiting for the child," and say, "Oh, you are the one that is causing us not having child." And knowingly fully well that nothing wrong with your opponent, but because you want to make point, then you now created that problem that you might not be able to face it till end of everything, and that actually affecting marriage. That might cause some people not to forgive. But what I want to bring out this hour is, no matter what happened, even if that man or that woman has created that pain in your heart, find means to forgive. Find means to erase it from your mind, in order for you to get your blessing in full force.
Yes, ma'am.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
So, like it says in the Colossians chapter 3, verse 13, I mentioned that last week.
Yes, ma'am.
It says, forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. So, because Christ is our example, is our role model.
Yes, ma'am.
And he already said that no matter the sin that our fellow brethren sin against us, we must do what? We must forgive. So we have to forgive it.
Yes, ma'am.
But I know, last week I said we should type questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Say something about what kind of thing that you think that, oh, you cannot forgive your spouse, that it's not possible to even forgive. That's why I started from this route.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
some people, their spouse already created some wound
that avenue for you not to forgive
in their hearts. But Christ still says we should forgive. So we should forgive no matter what happened.
All right. We should forgive no matter what happens. Thank you for coming in, Temi, Salvation, Faribi. I can see Ayotomiwa Korik on Doctor's Timeline. You're welcome, guys. I need you to please share this video. I need you to begin to share, so that those who are grieving right now, those who have said, oh, I cannot forgive, then they should come here and look at what the Lord is saying about forgiveness. Mommy, there are two issues that I want to discuss, really.
Okay.
And I'm going to be very tactical about this issue.
Yes,
there's something going on right now, Doctor, on social media. It actually happened somewhere in Nigeria, where a woman knowingly, according to the law, stabbed the husband to death. The husband died since 2017 or so, and the woman was just condemned to death sometime last week or 2 weeks ago. And the woman was said a lot of things, wanted to run out of the court. It's actually trending on social media. You know, I'm always on the social media. Now, what is the place of forgiveness from the in-laws of that woman that knowingly, because equally something happened, is in Kano or Katsina sometime last week too. A 19-year-old girl who was married, or who is married, or was now, because the husband died. This girl took the knife and stabbed the man. There's a lot of things going on, especially back home where we come from, and
it's happening here too.
Very well, man. So, what is the place of forgiveness? For example, the one I just mentioned, where you killed this man like 2-3 years ago, and you were condemned to die now. Now, the in-laws or the father, the mother of the man, is it right for them to forgive her knowingly to have killed the breadwinner of the family? I need to ask that question because I read something when I was coming in here today, man, that the psychologists define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness or not. That's what the psychologists say. Now, my question is, at what point in time, and doctor, at what point in time would the family of that man forgive this woman that knowingly stabbed this man to death?
Okay, let's start
yes,
like
ma'am.
this.
Yes, ma'am.
If that woman, maybe if she has the opportunity to listen to this program before stabbing her husband, maybe she won't do it.
Come on.
Do you get it?
Yes, yes.
So
yes.
because for her to stab her husband, maybe the husband has done something. So if she has this opportunity to listen, maybe that will not happen. Okay, this has happened now.
Yes, ma'am.
Then what's the next thing? If the family failed to forgive this woman, it doesn't bring their son back to life.
That's true. That's true.
So, and the Bible says we should forgive one another. That's where the thing lies. So we still have to forgive. Already since serving the punishment.
Yes.
So after serving the punishment, what else do you want to do to the woman? Maybe they even sentence her to death. I don't know.
Death. They sentence her to
yeah,
death.
They sentence her to death.
It's a capital offense.
Yeah, so they sentence her to death.
Ma'am.
Whether they kill her or not, it won't bring the husband back to life. It won't. It won't bring husband back to life. So if they are forgiving and the law still take its course, it's no problem to the family. But they have to forgive. I've seen that this guy just killed this innocent guy, and the family, they forgive the guy. Wow. And because of the forgiveness, that's what make that guy even give his life to Christ.
Wow. That
he was working even in the prison to help people outside. He knew he cannot even come out of prison any longer. But he was working at the prison and making money to help other people outside there.
Wow.
What we want to do is to impart life.
Yes,
we don't want to be causing more problem upon problems. So the family, I will advise them to forgive because the thing has already been done. The deed has been done. You can change that. But if you now forgive, then maybe that woman will now realize that, oh, I wish I didn't do that. How can I even be an inspiration to other people outside here? So forgiveness is not, oh, he killed me, I kill her back. We can do that. That's why we need to actually be listening to something like this all the time. That you won't go to that extent of killing your spouse. If you have to leave him, you can leave if you know that you cannot be together. I've said that before.
Yes, ma'am.
That when the issue comes to physically abusing one another, there should be a time for separation.
I feel you. Yeah, you
don't go to the extent of you beat your wife today. Oh, my wife beat me. When it's come to that, you need time apart. So that you get your healing. If she gets a healing, then maybe if it's possible later, you come back, realize your mistake, then you come back. But if you see that even in coming back, it can lead to death, what we encourage people to do is to stay apart. Because you don't want to go back and your opponent actually kill you.
Wow.
You don't want to do that. When it comes to the other party laying hands on the other one, this is the time for separation.
Are you listening, people?
So I want you to know that. Don't wait until your opponent actually kill you. Or your spouse killed you. When it's come to physical abuse, please talk and look for a way to separate yourself.
Wow. Look for a way to separate yourself. You know why I'm always happy to be part of this discussion every time I sit down with Dr. Temitayo Felix-Owolabi. I'm always happy because she's so straightforward and she's a practical preacher, and she's going to tell you the truth. I said it's the undiluted masterclass. Doctor, a whole lot of times some preachers say, look, why don't you endure? Even though the man beats you up, endure because of your children, endure and be in that relationship, endure and look, it is going to be well, pray, fast.
Marriage is not for us to endure.
Come on.
Marriage is for us to enjoy. You don't endure, but you enjoy. You enjoy your marriage. You don't endure your marriage.
You don't endure marriage. You need to enjoy it. Come on.
So when it comes to physical abuse,
yes, ma'am,
I'm saying it again, and I want every married couple to listen to this. When that man is beating that woman, please, lady, talk to somebody and find way out of that home.
Wow.
Because you might just push. A push can lead to death.
Come on. A push can lead to death.
Lead to death.
Leave that home.
You have seen the issue that the woman just gave birth to a child. It's not even up to 40 days. And the woman was so tired that the baby was crying. And the husband was like, oh, don't you hear your baby crying? And just slapped the woman. And the woman just fell and she died.
Hey.
Just
wow.
Because the man didn't have the understanding. Maybe something is going on in the system of the woman that she actually need help. At that moment that the child is crying, she couldn't even carry that child. Instead of you say, oh, don't you hear what your baby? And sometimes I get frustrated with some men.
Yes, ma'am.
When your child is crying and you say, woman, don't you hear your child is crying? Go carry that child. What's wrong with you that you are a man, that you cannot carry that child? That you are not telling your wife, your child is crying. Is it not your own child too? And just a slap. The woman died.
Jesus.
So that's why we are saying that when it's come to physical combat, please find way out, because ordinary push can cause a lot of problems. And if you don't do it, or you create space, maybe that man would think that, oh, I'm not supposed to be beating my wife. Or if it's the woman too, the woman say, why am I laying my hand on my husband? For what? Because we've seen some women beating their husband. True. Yes.
Wow.
That they beat their husband as if they are their housemate. I'm telling you. So it's both ways. But the thing is, when it comes to that physical one, let people know this is going on.
Wow.
Find way to settle it. And you know that this thing, it can lead to death. Find way to separate yourself. Don't die.
Wow, don't die. Don't say, look, you are going to endure and be in that marriage because your pastor says so. Don't die in that marriage. Separate yourself. Go for healing and see whether you can come back together. I'd like to say a big thank you, best man Nze Jumbo, all the way from Kogi State. Thank you for joining us this wonderful day. Maka Sandra Nwaka, thank you very much. Pius Omoidowu, Taiwo Dowu, all the way from Miami, thank you. Abimbola Falade Lawrence, thank you. Abimbola Falade Lawrence said, keep the good work. The good work. All right, we are on a watch party right now, so you can join me on that watch party. If those of you that follow Donti, you join me on that watch party. You can join the doctor if you're on doctor's page. Join Dr. Temitayo Felix-Owolabi. I can see on the church page, I can see Bishop Felix-Owolabi. How are you, my daddy? God bless you. I can see Lara Temi Anu. Thank you very much. Please, you can send your questions to us right now. What is it that you cannot in the entire world forgive your husband? Now, maybe another incident happened. Quickly before I'll let you go, ma, because I know you are very busy. Another incident happened that is trendy right now. The woman met, unfortunately for her, for the man, met the man, the husband, sleeping with the housemaid. She just walked in on them and saw them in a very compromising manner. And you know what this woman did? According to reports, allegedly, because, I mean, on social media these days, we cannot say yes or no to a whole lot of issues. But according to the reports, alleged reports, that the woman was confused, went back into the room, called her children together, two little girls, a boy and a girl, gave them sniper. They died. She drank sniper, and she died too. It stems from, I cannot take this, because the question, doctor, is that what is the process of this forgiveness? What level of maturity, even in Christ, would you get to before you begin to forgive? Okay, let me make this example. Mom is very personal. Imagine I travel home now. I didn't tell my wife I was coming. All the kids are in school. All of them. I have only little one in the house. And fortunately or unfortunately, I know she won't do it. And I entered into the house, mommy. And I found somebody doing serious gym in my room with my wife on my bed. What level of maturity will I get to as a Christian to be able to say, look, Christ, help me to forgive? Because there are some things, mommy, that it might be very difficult. Because most times when you discuss forgiveness, I go home or I drive home, I just start thinking,
in your head.
So what's going to happen? What process? Yeah. What level do we get to? Even in Christ. I'm not talking about those who are in the world right now. Yeah. Even in Christ, for us to forgive. Christ. Yes, ma'am.
That's why we are having this conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are learning every time that even you, if it happens to you, what are you going to do? Even me.
Wow.
What am I going to do?
It's a tough one, Mommy.
So it's not tough because, that's what I said last week, that even before somebody will offend you and you already forgive. You are saying it that it happens, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that means it happens to them. Now it happens to me. What am I going to do? I will forgive. I'll say it over and over. I will forgive.
Wow.
So in forgiving is that I'm not going to kill you and I'm not going to kill myself because of you. I don't know why people are killing themselves.
That's
because the husband is having affairs or because the woman is having affairs. When you die, the life continues.
Yes.
Go and check that man that the woman take the sniper and kill your own child. She's the one that lose. She lose the battle. The man will marry again. He might eventually even marry that maid that you kill yourself.
Wow.
That's where we need to use the wisdom of God and even sometimes our common sense in things. Why will I kill myself for you? Why? Because your opponent is a human being. A human being can do anything at any time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
so when it happens, you prepare your mind. If it happens, I'm not going to kill myself because of you. I will move on with my life.
I move on. Wow.
Instead of killing your spouse, why not move on? Why not move on? Why that woman cannot take her children and just walk out of the place if you know you cannot stay there, instead of killing yourself? You already commit murder, you kill yourself. So when you get to heaven, what are you going to tell God? That's not an excuse.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not an excuse. And you kill somebody, you commit murder. That's not an excuse.
Wow. Wow.
Because it happens to meet your wife. Somebody's having sexual intercourse with your wife. Oh, yeah, you'll be angry, but don't sin. Don't sin. That's the truth. Wow. You don't sin. You come, it has happened. So what's the solution? It's what you now sit down and talk about. What happened? Like you say your wife, you know how many years you've left that woman by herself, and you didn't go back to check on her. Sorry, I'm on here and I'm saying
yes, I know.
But that's the truth. When you are going, you say, woman, I'll be back in 6 months. You're not back in 6 months. You are not back in 1 year. You're not back in 2 years. No, let's be sincere. So you cannot, because of that, say, oh, yeah, I'm killing this woman. No, you can't do that. That's why we talk about the distance.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you already create the distance. So maybe she couldn't wait no longer. I'm telling you, this woman is not this skin, the flesh.
Wow.
So when you create it, then if it happens, you know it's your fault.
It's a moment of
and
truth.
You should not, because of that, say, oh, I am going to kill her. You can't. You cause it.
I can't kill.
Yes, you cause it. You're supposed to go back to your wife.
Wow.
And you're not going back. It's not that you cannot go. You have every avenue to go. You have paper, you have everything. You can. Why can't you go and be with your wife for 2 weeks? Come back.
That's true.
Go again 2 weeks and come back, just to make her have you. But you left her 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Oh my goodness.
That was 6 years.
Yeah, and you go back and you see a man. You're supposed to even thank that man for helping.
No, mommy, I trust her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious matter. Doctor is actually
it's serious, and that is the truth. That's the truth.
That's of the undiluted truth.
You don't leave your wife and say because you are working here, you are doing that. No, you must find way to go and visit your wife and let her have you, because she's looking for you. She wants you. And I know she's calling you, come on. You don't come on. What do you expect? So that's another aspect that we really need to look into.
Maybe next week we'll talk about all the absentee husbands.
Oh my God.
All the absentee pastors and missionary workers and the husbands in America.
It's not right. It's not right. You can't do that. You
wow.
can't do that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are still live on Family Affairs with Dr. Temitayo Felix-Owolabi. And like I always say, it's undiluted truth. She will give it to you back to back. She will give it to you under your skin, and you have to get the truth. Some home truths are coming out here, that it is important that we forgive. That forgiveness is paramount for a relationship to move to the next level. And she has said it in one of our shows this year, that she's concentrating on believers. That look, if you're a believer, you must live a Christian, a God-like home. So this is the Family Affair. Well, to round off, because I know that she wants to leave us, I need you to please send me the questions. You can start testing the questions right now. If you have questions, please start testing the questions so that she would answer some of these questions before she leaves. Do you have issues with your wife right now? Is there a problem with your wife, or with your husband, or with any of your children? Because it's not just husband and wife thing. Mommy, you know that there are times when your children will even offend you. And you feel
you offend your children. Yeah. So we have to forgive, and we have to teach our children how to forgive. You know, all these things that we are talking about, if we have been teaching our children that are not married, it's going to help them a lot. That they know that no matter the situation, you have to forgive. Because when you don't forgive, you are piling it up. That's when it gets to the extent of killing one another.
Wow.
So instead of killing one another, let there be a separation. I keep saying that. You know, I've said it before that when you marry, you don't allow separation, you don't allow divorce. But when it's come to some issues, you just have to give yourself a time apart.
Practical truth.
You have to give yourself a time apart. Then you let the person work on A and work on B. Then let the healing take place. After the healing, then you come back together and move on. But when you, because that's why I don't want to talk to people that they don't have Christ, because they will not have understanding of what we are saying in healing one another. Because I know some people will just say, oh, my wife is beating me, my husband is, that is not actually happened, you know. So that kind of thing, and they will hide on that and say, we are separating. No, that's not what we are saying.
Yes, ma'am.
The Christian home, a Christian family is what we are talking about on this period, on this program.
Yes, ma'am.
That you should allow yourself healing time, healing period. You are not leaving that man, you are not leaving that woman, but you need time for healing. She needs time for healing. Then with that, both of you now come together and move that family on. So that's the way it should be. So this is the time to start teaching our children. If you have a younger one in the family that are not married, let them know now. No matter what your spouse does to you, don't raise your hand on your wife, especially men.
Wow.
No matter what that woman does to you, do not raise your hand on your woman.
So if the man is angry, what would you advise you should do? What would you advise?
Go to your room and sleep. Go to bed.
Or take your shirt and go out or something.
Don't go out. Because I've seen people going out in anger that they drive and they have accidents and die.
Wow.
Walk away. Walk away. If you have to go to the kitchen, if you have to go to the bathroom, just create a space right there so that you don't keep the anger. You know, some women can actually be really...
Because if you go to the bathroom, they will hit the door. If you go to the bedroom, they want to enter. The door.
At least you already locked the door at the
so
back.
women will pull it down. No?
They will pull God will help us, they won't pull it down. Because I've seen the instant that the man was really angry and you know what happened and died because he was driving, he was thinking. So I'm like, we really need to stop telling them, go out of the house. Go out of the house. No, find another place to go around there that you will not get hurt. Yes, we've seen that a lot, that people are dying, walking out, and so on and so forth. So don't raise your hands on your woman, no matter what. Let's start teaching our children for by now. So when it happens, tell your daughter, if it's happened to you, that your spouse is eating you, you need to speak to your pastor right away. This thing is happening, so that they can actually help you out.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you very much, Pastor Temi Odejide, the pastor in charge of House on the Rock in the beautiful city called London. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for joining us. Bola Oye Adedayo, Ed Osha. Thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Julius Olugoroye, thank you very much for coming on live. I need you to please share this video as much as possible. People need to hear about forgiveness. People need to hear about the fact that once you are beaten in a relationship, have a time of separation so that you can have a process of healing. I want to say a big thank you to the host of this show that's talking about Dr. Temitayo Felix-Owolabi. Thank you very much for coming in today. The website is about to be ready. The domain name is ready by the special grace of God, and we're pushing it out very seriously. And there's going to be a conference by the special grace of God this year, because a new decade is a decade for you to reign and for you to do what? To rule, because we have the covenant of speed, covenant of possession, covenant, of a whole lot of fantastic things that will be happening to us this year in Faith Triumph Ministries International. Tonight by 7 p.m. by the special grace of God, our Father in the Lord, the man that has been positioned by the special grace of God for this generation, Bishop Felix-Owolabi, will be on live for some prayer sessions, and of course there will be a Bible study today. Why don't you join us on Facebook? If you can't come anywhere you are in Africa, 7 p.m. today will be live, and of course we'll be sharing that program so that you can receive from the Lord. On Sunday, by the special grace of God, it's a wonderful, awesome time in the presence of God. We are happy people in Faith Triumph Ministries International. Why don't you join us? If you are too far away, just link us with us on YouTube and on Facebook. Doctor,
yes, sir.
Your last word, because I know you have to pray.
Yes.
I know that we've had testimonies on this program, because part of the ministry of our First Lady Mom is Mama is that she has the unction to pray by the special grace of God for those who are waiting upon the Lord. She has said to me, don't call them barren. They are waiting upon the Lord, yes, and something is going to happen. Amen. And as usual, she's going to pray for you. So why don't you call your wife that is waiting? Why don't you stand in gap for your sister, for your auntie, for whoever that is waiting upon the Lord to receive today?
Yes. Mommy. Before I pray,
yes, ma'am,
I just want to read that Matthew 6:12-15 again, and says, and forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Amen. For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. Even as you are waiting in the Lord, yes, is there anyone that have sinned against you that you owe in your heart? Because little things affects life. So if you are waiting in the Lord and you hold somebody in your mind, I want to agree with you this hour that you forgive them. Release them from your heart. Amen. Let there be forgiveness from your mind. Amen. Then you will see, you waiting in the Lord, that God will answer you quickly. Amen. Even more than you can imagine. Amen. Because some people are waiting now, maybe because of the grudges, maybe because of the things they have done to them in the past, and they keep on holding onto it. And when you hold on to something, there is no way for you to receive. Yes, ma'am. So yes, I want you to release whoever have sinned against you, that you have hold in your mind, and because of that, you're not able to open your hand to get your own blessing of the fruit of the womb. So I want you to pray that prayer, that Lord, help me, Father, I release them all today. Amen. I let them go. Amen. I will not hold anything against any man, so that I can receive my own blessing. So I pray for as many that are waiting in the Lord, that are listening into this program, Lord, that you will hear this later, that God of heaven, as you release those people that have sinned against you, as you are forgiving other people that have offended you, God of heaven will forgive you too in the name of Jesus. Amen. And God of heaven will release your blessing that you have been waiting for in the past. God will release that blessing to you right now in the mighty name of Jesus. Because he said when we forgive, that our Father will forgive us, and then we'll be able to receive our own blessing. Daddy, Lord, I pray, oh Lord, Daddy, have mercy upon them this hour in the mighty name of Jesus. Oh that the Lord, King of glory, at the space of 30 days, Daddy, Lord, let their story change. Amen. When they do that pregnancy test, make it possible, positive in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, Almighty Father. We give you all the glory.
Thank you, Jesus.
For in Jesus' name I prayed.
Amen. Wow. You see, you cannot miss next week at all. For anything next week, we'll be here, and she's going to be telling us what she's going to be discussing on by the special grace of God next week. Thank you very much. Please share this video, do a watch party, let other people know, send it to your wife, send it to your husband, send it to your children, send it to family and friends, and watch out, because something good is going to happen to you this year in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Doctor.
See you next week.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
You know when you